Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Takyama Faza. I'm from the Academic Writing and Business Communication Class B at KKI. And now I want to present my midterm assignment about intersecting challenge of LGBTQ plus rights with environmental justice. Okay, first I will introduce about the background of problems. In recent years, the world community has increasingly intersected with the rights and well-being of the LGBTQ plus community. This intersection has a multifaceted of challenge that demand through investigations. The problem pertains to the exploration of the environmental issue and social challenge that are faced by LGBTQ+, also the ways in which these challenges are interconnected. In several cases, the community experienced a heightened vulnerability in environmental conditions. Factors such as stigma, discrimination, and lack of legal protection can lead to climate change, exacerbating risks related to environmental disasters and pollution. LGBTQ+ also feel displacement and homelessness. In particular, they face a disproportionate amount of family rejection or discrimination. The situation makes them susceptible to the harsh realities and environmental hazards that come with it. Their community also experiences unique health disparities, for instance, mental health issues, substance abuse, and HIV or AIDS. This is often linked with social and environmental stressors. The challenge of intersectionality are also faced by LGBTQ+ individually. Unique individuals of color, human with disability, or those with lower socioeconomic may experience this discrimination of environmental injustice. Next, discrimination in environmental movement. Many organizations have overlooked LGBTQ+ issue or even been openly hostile. This makes the question about representation and advocacy with this space. There has been positive development of the intersection of LGBTQ+ rights with environmental conditions. Several activists and organizations have started addressing this disparity, and various communities are emerging the LGBTQ+ right facing the environmental challenges. To address this issue effectively, it's crucial to explore the research and specific challenge faced by LGBTQ+ within the broader context. Researchers and policymakers can work towards inclusive and equitable solutions about the intersection of environmental justice and LGBTQ+ rights. This research contributes to a more comprehensive and holistic approach to environmental policy and advocacy, where the rights and needs of all individuals, regardless of their sexual orientation, are recognized and protected. And then next, it was the supporting data. Based on this diagram, we can see the rate of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender by generation. Generation Z is more likely to identify as LGBTQ+ than other generations. This can be seen on the line at the very top that showed Generation Z 10% or 15% higher than other generations, following below millennials at the rate of 5.8% until 11.2%. And Generation X, baby boomers, and silent generation are followed in below. They coexist with an almost similar rate. And the silent generation has the lowest rate of people who identify as LGBTQ+. It showed that the latest generation is significantly more shaped and impacted by the LGBTQ+ movement. This contrasts with the silent generation that attribute to the limited technological advancements compared to today's era where the enhanced technology provides heavy information. In 1945 until 1980, there were few people who used technology, and LGBTQ+ awareness was relatively scarce. In this modern era, the technological process of globalization has developed to the global spread of the LGBTQ+ movement. Therefore, more people consider their identity to be LGBTQ+ due to the evolution of societal norms and developed information over time. And then it was the literature review. So, I will make the literature review based on a many resources of article. Okay, first is the Southern Baptist Convention in America was worried about the acceptance of LGBTQ plus rights, which made them prefer to expel one of their base congregations instead of accepting women as clergy, because they assume if accept the woman's clergy, then it will lead to acceptance of homosexuality, same-sex marriage, and transgenders. The existence of LGBTQ plus rights will threaten the religious ideology, children's education, the workforce environment, and other conditions. However, people argue that we should have the freedom to express of our soul and not be afraid to show in society. Children must be protected from radical gender ideology and barred from chemical or surgical transition before 18 years old. But there are some sources that interpret the surgery for gender transitions as evidence approved as well as accurate multidisciplinary compliance. Also, gender affirmation treatment has been updated to both adult and child protocols. Moreover, the American Medical Association affirms that it maintains rigorous access to gender affirmation treatment for people who wish to change their gender. And then next, there is one of the official explained that athletes must be on the team according to their birth gender. But there are some sources that interpret the first transgender swimmer to win an NCAA title after winning the women's 500-yard freestyle swim. Also, American public support for allowing transgender athletes to play on teams that match their gender identity is widespread. Moreover, 62% of Americans agree that transgender athletes should be allowed to participate in sports that match their gender identity. And last, the business disapproval of the LGBTQ+ work environment is due to the inconvenience of work and the abnormal homosexual perspective. However, there are some sources that interpret prejudice based on sexual orientation or gender identity as impeding the recruitment or promotion of the best candidate for the job. Acceptance of the LGBTQ+ in the work environment can increase innovation in business and bring up different creative ideas from each individual. And moreover, many employers hide their identities so they can be accepted at work, even though a non-discriminatory work environment will enhance the competitiveness of their business. Also, employment discrimination and harassment against LGBT plus people were found to negatively impact employees' health and job satisfaction. The biggest and most successful companies have advanced diversity strategies, including in respect of LGBTQ+. In my opinion, freedom to spread LGBTQ plus right is one of the attitudes to humanize humans, so it's crucial to understand each individual, because there is the acceptance of difference in the environment, which can increase creativity and new innovation for individuals. Also, expressing LGBTQ plus rights is also an act of supporting equality and human rights, and some people feel that acts of discrimination, marginalization, or inequality in their society affect their mental and physical health. Freedom of LGBTQ plus rights accept many opinions from various perspectives. There are those who argue that LGBTQ plus rights can reduce children education, work ethic, or ideological changes that have long been met. But on the other hand, there are those who argue that LGBTQ plus rights are one way of expressing oneself to society so that they can recognize themselves better. It would be better if society accepted the existence of LGBTQ plus rights because it would enhance the identity of each resident and respect the differences that exist in the environment. And next, it was the research gap. There is a need for studies to explore the intersectionality of LGBTQ+ with other factors such as race, disability, ethnicity, and socioeconomic status. The research of LGBTQ+ rights must provide from global perspective that help to identify common challenges and unique cultural nuances. The research has to understand the specific health needs, including mental health, sexual health, and access to inclusive healthcare service. The research has to focus on youth and aging issues to develop the target interventions. Also, the policy that address the specific needs of LGBTQ plus youth and older adults. And that's all. So this is from my references. Okay, so that's all from my presentation. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. See you later.